I really think that there is some small things easy to do, like we said about the sports code, for example. We explain exactly what is table soccer in the country, how it is organized. When you are a player organization, player federation, you have to protect the players and the game. You have two goals. That's clear. The players and the game. So
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I understand exactly what you mean. You've got to be able to please the player and maintain the integrity of the game.
Not please the player. Organize table soccer for the players, not please the actual players. You have to think. Sometimes you have to work a little against the players to have the players for the players. You know. So you work for the players, not to please someone. If you work to please someone, you won't do anything because there is always some people not happy.
It's semantics, I guess. And like you were saying earlier, talking about control and taking control, and that's semantics too. I understand that, but a lot of people out there that would see this interview, or I've talked to before, they don't like the idea of having somebody in control of what they're going to do, and getting back.
Do players want to control their game? Because we are speaking about federation of players. You know, Larry is president today. When we speak about association of players, like me, I'm president of ITSF, I'm a player. There is democratic system, everybody has a vote, everybody can be president or not. Believe me, president is not a good position. Do everything you want, but not this. But be member of commission, be part of this, have your voice. Look, we are looking for. I heard so many people told to us, "Oh, there is problem on the tables, tornado tables. They don't listen to anybody." Do you speak with one voice to the manufacturers to say, "Okay, this is what we need. This is the problem." Except that what we talked at the beginning. Oh, I'm not happy. This is not good. No. What? How do you act? What is your? What do you do for this to make it better? This is the question, and that's why we create organization to do this.
Right. Yeah, and a good example is. Since my taking charge of USTSF, and even before that, we put out at every opportunity that ours is a volunteer organization, and that for us to be the voice, the USA's global foosball voice, which is our little slogan there, to be that voice, we need participation. We ask people, we tell people, look, we've got all these commissions, these committees, all these different things that we could work on if we had the talents and the resources and the motivation from people who want to participate in the process. If you don't participate in the process, it's like those countries that you hear about where they're having an election and the opposition party says, well, we don't like this, so we're not going to vote in the election. They're going to boycott the election. Okay, so the other party gets their way. They win the election, they're in control. And now the opposition party has no say in anything whatsoever because they didn't participate, and then they wonder why. So we've been all about trying to get people to participate, but everybody's been very standoffish for quite a while.
That's just here in America, though, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it seems like there's more willingness to participate overseas as opposed to America.
Yeah, there is.
Well, I mean, I'm just speaking from what I hear from everybody here, and what they tell me is they think that the ITSF is doing a good job for the ITSF, but USTSF really isn't doing anything for American table soccer because they just haven't seen anything happen. They haven't seen nothing in front of them to
that's the thing
show
is that a lot of what we've had to do has been kind of behind the scenes and low-key, low-profile stuff. I mean, there's all this corporate things. I mean, putting in a massive package that was required for the U.S. Olympic Committee and doing the follow-ups with that. Right now we're at the 5-year point. We're supposed to put all our documentation together and schedule an appointment for a progress report with USOC. ITSF just did the same thing last year with the IOC, but a lot of that isn't felt, or it really doesn't impact the everyday player. What USTSA does and IFP and Bonzini USA does, they get a better sense of that because it affects, local tournament play, local league play, state and regional tournaments. At some point, what we're progressing towards is that USTSF will have a more overall guiding responsibility and connection to these organizations, but still, some of the things that we've done have positively impacted foosball in a huge way, but these everyday players aren't noticing it or appreciating it. So, for example, one of my personal capabilities is public relations. Since I took charge, I've been doing, as a courtesy to the promoters for all of our sanctioned tournaments, I've been doing press releases. Okay, now these press releases, you know, they just don't go to the local news station and radio station where you're going to have a tournament. These press releases go to every station.